And now, the Bigfoot Corporation, makers of quality tree sap extractor since 2015, the only tree sap extractor you'll ever need, proudly presents tonight's presentation of Dr. Francis Stein, Mad Domestic Scientist. This is the story of Dr. Francis Stein, a housewife by day and a mad scientist by midday. This episode begins where our last one left off. Dr. Francis Stein had been looking forward to a visit from her favorite relative, Uncle Odious. It was he and his experimentally bent example that had inspired her to become a mad domestic scientist. But Uncle Odious, eager to create the perfect laboratory assistant, combining the loyalty and obedience of a dull-witted inferior with the brilliance and competence of a keen mind, slipped a submissive serum into Francis's cup of handmade macadamian tea that transformed her from Dr. Francis Stein, mad domestic scientist, into Dr. Francis Stein, brilliant yet submissive minion. Boris, who until recently had served Dr. Stein as her submissive minion, is trying to get Francis to develop an antidote to Uncle Odious's serum.
Oh, hurry, Doctor. We must save you from this horrible fate.
Oh, she will not listen to you. She is completely under the control of the one who administered the serum to her. And that person was me.
Oh, don't listen to him, Doctor.
Well, I can see that you will continue to be a pest. I shall be forced to silence you.
You'll never get me to drink your serum. You'll never transform me into your brilliant yet submissive minion.
Why would I want to get you to drink my serum? First of all, you already are a submissive minion. And secondly, there is no serum yet created that can make you brilliant. But I do have a serum that will transform you into a turnip. Perhaps finding yourself rotting in a basket in a root cellar will teach you not to meddle into my affairs.
Oh, well, I must admit that is a rather effective solution.
Francis, my devoted slave, use these leather straps to secure this hideous creature to the table.
Yes, Master.
Please, Doctor, don't do it.
I must obey my master.
Oh, Doctor, do you have to tie them so tightly?
Do I, Master?
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
Very good, Francis. Now, pour this turnip serum down his throat, and in a few moments he will be a harmless vegetable.
Yes, Master.
Oh, Doctor, no.
Oh, what is that?
This is my family, Master. My husband Harold is returning home from work, and my children Bobby and Sally are returning home from school.
Well, let us go greet them. And here, tonight I will add my submissive serum to their food, and by evening they too will become my obedient minions.
Yes, Master.
And so, while Francis prepared that evening's dinner, Uncle Odious added his submissive serum to their food, and before they could enjoy their dessert, Francis's husband Harold and their two children, Bobby and Sally, were eagerly serving their new master.
Bobby, get me my pipe.
Yes, Master.
Sally, get me this evening's newspaper.
Yes, Master.
Francis, you may now serve me my dessert.
Yes, Master.
And Harold, get beside me on your hands and knees so Francis has something to serve my dessert on.
Yes, Master, whatever you wish. But just when everything looked hopeless, something was taking place in the laboratory. Boris did not swallow the turnip serum that Uncle Odious had Francis force-feed him earlier, but held it in his mouth. And once Uncle Odious and Francis had left the room, he spit it out. He then ate his way through the old leather straps that bound him to the table.
Conveniently, I have a peculiar taste for old leather straps, as we learned in the previous episode.
Once freed from the table, he snuck out of the laboratory and into the kitchen. There he saw Francis preparing dessert for Uncle Odious.
I must do something. Perhaps I can kidnap the good doctor and take her back into the laboratory to develop an antidote to Uncle Odious's serum.
And make sure my pie has ice cream on it, my unquestionably submissive lackey.
Yes, Master.
Oh, but that will never work. The doctor is under the complete control of Uncle Odious because he was the one who administered that submissive serum to her. But wait, I'm usually not this clever nor deductive in my reasoning, but there is this bottle of submissive serum on the counter here. Now, if I were to administer the serum to the good doctor, that would bring her under my complete control, and then I could command her to develop an antidote that will set her free.
Sneaking up behind Frances, Boris grabs her and forces her head back and pours the serum down her throat.
I know I'm not allowed to touch you, Doctor, and you will no doubt feel justified in punishing me later for it, but I'm afraid this can't be helped.
I'm getting faint. Oh, this is terrible. How will I ever serve my master his pie?
Oh, Doctor, are you all right? Speak to me, Doctor.
Yes, Master? What did you want me to say?
I don't want you to say anything right now, Doctor, but come with me into the laboratory. You have work to do.
Yes, Master. Your wish is my command.
And so, Boris, with his faithful and obedient minion, Francis Stein, got to work on an antidote to Uncle Odious' submissive serum.
Tell me which chemicals you need, Doctor.
I cannot command you, Master. You must command me.
Oh, that's right. You're my slave now. You need me to give you orders. All right, Doctor, I command you to tell me which chemicals you need.
Yes, Master. I need that beaker of hydromedenaline, that vial of textraterolium, that test tube of myelomelicium, that tube of baricarbonate.
Within a short time, Dr. Stein had finished the antidote, but before Boris could command her to drink it, Uncle Odious burst into the laboratory.
Oh, you unthinking fool, what have you done?
Well, technically it wasn't me, it was Dr. Stein here. Although she did do it all at my command, so
I must caution you against doing something you will regret.
It's no use, Uncle Odious. Your diabolical plan has failed. Tell him, Doctor.
Yes, Master. Your diabolical plan has failed.
Oh, well, perhaps not, provided I can convince you to see reason.
Reason? Me? Are you sure?
Well, think about it. For all these years you have served Frances as her groveling submissive minion, obeying her commands, submitting to her dictates, doing her bidding, and suffering the indignities she has laid upon you.
Yes, that's true.
But now things are altered considerably. You are now the one in the position of control. From now on, she will be your groveling submissive minion. She will do your bidding, and suffer the indignities you lay upon her.
Oh, I could never lay any indignities on the good doctor here.
You're kidding. But then again, that shouldn't surprise me. You're an inferior creature. Why should you even consider such a thing?
Yes, I suppose that's true.
But you still shouldn't let this opportunity pass you by. Allow me to fulfill my quest to rule the whole housing development unimpeded, and I will allow you to keep Frances as your personal lackey.
My personal lackey?
Yes, she will treat you like a king.
Like a king?
She will wait on you hand and foot.
Hand and foot?
And she will spend the rest of her days in service to you.
In service to me? The rest of her days?
But if you command her to drink that antidote, she will be free from her devotion to you. She will regain her position of authority over you, and you will return to your lowly position as her biddable minion.
Yes, I see my choices quite clearly.
Then you must do the wise thing.
Oh, well, I've never been accused of doing that before. Well, here goes. Doctor, my devoted and willing servant, drink the antidote.
Yes, Master.
What have you done, you babbling fool?
Oh, you were right. I am a babbling fool, and I'll always be a babbling fool. Well, at least I'm consistent.
Within a short time, Dr. Frances Stein was transformed back into her former self. And once she was freed from the effects of the submissive serum, she, with the aid of her devoted minion Boris, subdued Uncle Odious. She gave the antidote to her family, restoring them to their former selves, and things in the Stein household returned to normal. The next day, after her husband Harold and their 2 children, Bobby and Sally, were affectionately and lovingly sent off to work, Dr. Frances Stein entered her laboratory to begin a new day of mad domestic scientific research.
But before I do, I believe I could really go for a cup of homemade macadamian tea. Boris, my dedicated underling, bring me in some tea, please.
Yes, of course, Doctor, as you wish.
And you, Uncle Odious, you will get beside me on your hands and knees so Boris has something to serve it on.
Yes, mistress, your wish is my command.